The Kid Mero is Hot 97's new leading man. Now, it's official. The Bronx's own Kid Mero is a new voice of New York's morning talk show. You know, we know Ebro was on that. It's a 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. slot on Hot 97. This move marks a seismic shift for the station after parting ways with Ebro's show, you know, and Laura Stiles and Peter Rosenberg. So, and this just happened last month. I believe he started today. I know we're recording, but I think the first one was today. I want to watch a video of popular YouTuber Rob Markman talking about what he feels Mero's position is going to be and how it will work moving forward. And then we'll discuss.
But with Mero, you know, I feel like this is a positive. I feel like it's going to be new. I feel like it's going to be entertaining. Feels like there's going to be great energy. So we wish him the best for real. Now, ratings wise, right? Breakfast Club is still the premier morning show in New York City. And it'll take a lot for Hot 97 to climb that mountain in the morning. I think coming in day one, Mero just has to be himself. Give us the same brand of commentary, same brand of humor, and rep for New York like he's always been, and then build it day by day. Mero already has all the ingredients. So same brand of commentary, same brand of humor, rep for New York, and just build day by day.
Coming off those comments, the question I would pose would be, does Mero have the radio legs to carry a 4-hour live show every morning, or is he too internet for the old school FM crowd?
No, I think it actually makes sense, especially based on trying to pull in people that don't listen to the radio anymore. He's a familiar face. I don't know if y'all remember Desus and Mero.
Yeah, I remember that show.
That was on what was that, Comedy Central?
No, it was on Vice, and then they went to Showtime.
Yeah, then they went to Showtime. So he's familiar with, you know what I'm saying, having an hour at least to entertain, and then you get to add music into the situation and interviews. So I think it actually would be good. I mean, he's been doing the show with Mello as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, if they were going to replace him with somebody that's hip and knows what's going on and it is from the same area, I think it makes perfect sense.
Was he part of the Bodega Boys too?
Yes, that was
Jesus and Mero. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So he's been around for a minute. It's not like he's somebody that's just getting his feet wet. The only difference is he's on the radio versus on your TV screen or on YouTube or something like that.
And it's 4 hours.
Yeah, that's it. But with the music, to his point, it kind of, you know, breaks it up for him.
At first, I didn't think this was going to work, you know, and I thought, well, he's going to have to lean pretty hard on his, you know, whoever they pair him with, as far as like, especially if he's going to be the A mic. Mm-hmm. But I had to remember really what he's done up to this point. You know, he and Jesus, when they were together on Showtime, they interviewed everybody from, you know, whatever rapper of the month, but they also interviewed Denzel Washington. Mm. They also interviewed President Barack Obama. You know, so they have the chops, or at least I know Kid Mero has the chops to go ahead and not be just wild for the night the entire time, and actually bring it in. So when it's time to do a specific interview, you know, he can go ahead and do his thing. I do think it is very important who they put him with. Like I said, I haven't listened to the show. It's still very new. But, you know, if you're able, you got to understand, like, yeah, I see it would be harder for you to go from radio to doing a podcast than from doing a podcast to radio. Because if just think about, we sit here for an entire hour, some actually longer than that. Like, that's what the final show turns out to be. We sit here for a couple hours and there's no breaks, you know, not any real breaks, but we're sitting here talking the entire time. You know, when you're talking about radio, and once again, I'll say, I used to be on the radio.
You're going to piss somebody off with that.
You know, I might have talked, you know, within, even when I was doing overnights that went from midnight to 6 or 7 in the morning, I may have talked for maybe 15 minutes, maybe not even that long, you know, whether I'm reading commercials or liners or taking phone calls. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot of talking. Now, mind you, it's different than morning radio when you actually have to exhibit a lot more of your personality than you do if you're doing something overnight or, you know, afternoon drive. But, you know, you're still not, there's never going to be a time where he talks for 4 hours straight.
Nah.
You know, so I think this is going to turn out a lot better than a lot of people think it will.
Yeah.
I think there's this is a kind of weird thing because when Ebro thought he was too political, he was in a way too leftist, kind of alluding to our previous conversation.
Yeah.
But then they make the Kid Mero, they make their new A mic on their on Hot 97. He's been running around with Mamdani all during his entire campaign. So it's like, okay, well, what does that mean for all you saying you are just entirely too leftist to be on Hot 97 anymore? And I just think there's a lot of layers to this.
Personality is different.
I think that's
True.
also it, because it's like, hey, I think Ebro forgot, hey man, you're supposed to be entertaining these people as they drive to work. If you want to get on here and have your, NPR political show, I get it, but like this really isn't the time and the place. I know that sounds kind of crazy to say, but they need something that can compete with the Breakfast Club. And what you were doing wasn't getting it. This, I think, has a better chance to compete with the Breakfast Club.
What you think, Spoolz?
I don't watch either show religiously. I
Mhm.
never, but I used to, I would see Ebro and Rosenberg and
Laura Stiles,
yeah, as people who are probably worth listening to as far as what they have to say about hip hop, right? I think Mero's hilarious, so hopefully it goes well for their show, and I'm sure that he's aware of what he's stepping into, so I'm sure he's prepared. I don't know the dude at all, but all I know is that he's super funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he'll bring that where it was probably lacking before. Ebro's not funny. He's
Not at all. He's serious. He's too serious.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole, just a little bit too. You know what I mean? So lightening it up a little bit might help because people like that shit. So hopefully it goes well for him. And I think he's hilarious. I used to love Jesus and Mero. I wonder what's Jesus up to these days. Anybody know?
That I do not know.
They kind of split. I think they had some differences that end up making them split, and that's the whole reason why you only hear Mero for the most part.
I've seen
now.
Jesus in different. Yeah, he did host the Daily Show a few times.
Did he?
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I
Both
mean,
those
he's
dudes are
made
hilarious.
the rounds, but it's like, hey man, you guys, I wish they could have figured it out.
Come on,
They
man.
had a great chemistry.
It
It's
actually
like-
would have been perfect because if it was them on the radio.
If it was them on
Facts.
the radio, would have the Breakfast Club would have had to really figure it out. So,
That part.
but I mean, we'll see. The media landscape is so different just from a couple years ago.
Is there anybody who else is a part of the show? Has that been announced, or is
I
it
haven't heard
it's
about
just
that
Mero?
part.
The only thing I saw reported was just Mero being in the, I guess, elite spot, but I don't know if there's anybody else that would
I'm
be
sure it's going to be at least
accompanying him.
2 more people probably sitting with him. Just like
Yeah.
the Ricky Smiley
Yeah.
show, he has 4 people that sit with him.
Brad
and
is
talk.
on there. The Brad is on there. Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be his show, but
It's
I don't-
5
Is she
people.
really?
Yes, the Brad
That's
is
awesome.
on.
Yeah, the
Rick-
Brad's on Ricky
Yeah.
Smiley's
there's
show.
5 people on the Breakfast Club at this point. Well, 4.
no, it's 4. Well,
4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Lauren LaRosa, Charlemagne, Envy, Jess Hilarious, and I'm missing the.
Well, they always have the one girl that does like the
Teslin Figueroa.
Teslin
There you
Figueroa.
go.
No, it's not her anymore.
Is that it?
Oh,
It's
really?
somebody else.
Okay. But there's a, like Jesus, for as entertaining as I think he is, I'm pretty sure they have someone else on there to be the person who reads the news and the entertainment. Like
Mero?
that's pretty. Yeah, there has to be probably a female voice on
that's
the
what
show.
he-
That's how it works.
Mero, right? Not Jesus.
Yeah, he
Oh, I'm
meant-
sorry,
he meant Mero,
Mero, yeah.
Lona, you excited about this?
No, I don't really care.
He doesn't listen
I-
to the radio.
No, I don't listen to the radio. I never have listened to a full Breakfast Club or Ebro in the morning or anything. I catch the clips, man, or I catch the segments on YouTube. That's.
I ain't
what
gonna hold
catch.
you. I consume this content via YouTube. It's
Yeah,
not
I
in the
mean,
car. It's never in
I
the
would
car.
only watch if he's talking to somebody that's interesting. You
Yeah.
know, like so. The radio format is whatever it is. I feel like this is more of a thing for New York people.
Absolutely.
So
100%,
shouts to y'all.
100%.
I hope y'all are happy about it.
100%.
But I do think it's a good choice. I do think it's a good choice. I think they did
No,
well.
that makes sense.
I saw this when it bubbled and they
Yeah.
announced that they had been talking. He was one of the 3 names that I heard that I was like, yeah, he'd probably do really well
Yeah.
there.
Like he and Carmelo have a great chemistry. I
They
don't know if
do.
you guys have
They
watched
do,
it, but
yeah.
Little bit.
7
They're-
p.m. in Brooklyn.
yeah, their show is really good.
Yeah, they got a good show.
Yeah, they got a good show. So I could see, his characteristics from the Mellow show plus him, what he did with Desus. I could see that carrying over to the radio slot once he learns and gets familiar. To me, it's all about who are they going to place around him.
Yep.
That's going to be pretty much the difference.
They definitely had to pay that man because
No, he got some bread. He got some bread.
he's coming from he had a show on cable TV.
Yeah.
he has a popular show with Mello.
I know
right
he's getting
now.
the bag for that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that payday is pretty good.
Yeah, I am as well. I bet it is.
Shout out to him, and I'm going to tap into when he's did the first few joints and see how this goes. But I'm not rooting against him. I mean, I hope it goes well. But to Lone's point,
They're
it's
not
definitely more of
syndicated
a
here though.
yeah.
I mean, but neither was Rose or
Hot
Ebro in the
97,
morning.
yeah.
Like I said, I only saw them on the internet,
Yeah.
and so, but that's how I just don't listen to the radio like that. So even
Me
the
neither.
Breakfast Club, it would be what I would catch on
I'm
the
not even
internet.
gonna catch that anymore because I don't work mornings anymore.
Ah,
Well, to
So
Lone,
I will have to watch it on YouTube.
to Lone's point though, super win for New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.